everyone, it's Caroline here from Aussie Cards and Crafts, and today I would like to show you how to put this die together. Okay, now this arrived in the post yesterday. It's the floating circle die, or it probably has got a few different names, but I actually got these from one of my suppliers in Asia. This one is mine. I've actually pulled that one apart, and as you can see, I've actually storing it exactly the same way. There's a very good reason for that, which I will go into in a moment. But I kind of looked at it and I thought, oh, okay, how does that go together? And I was very lucky because my sister-in-law received one a couple of weeks ago, and she showed me, which was great. But I have some of these. When I buy one, I usually buy at least half a dozen. So I do have some of these. If anybody is interested in buying them, they are $18 each. So let me show you what it does. It is a card. This was the first one that I did. I did this in black and white, and you can see I've written all over it and done all different markings all over it. I just needed to know where each of the pieces went, so that was why I did it in the black and white, so that it was quite clear. The next one I thought I'll do, I want to see how it goes together with pattern paper, so I did, and I decided that I wanted to put my sentiment on the back. But when you close the card up, if you put the sentiment on the back, it's going to show through there, so I didn't like that idea. So what I am going to do is I'm going to mat this and then put another piece over that, and that is going to have my stamped sentiment. I probably won't do that through the live here, or not the live, the video today, but that is what I am going to do. I'm going to have my sentiment there. The card that I'm going to make is going to be made with these cards here, and I haven't cut any of them out. You will find that I will speed up when I'm using my die cutting machine, but I think it's important that to show you exactly what pieces go where. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to do the floating, I'm going to call it the floating circle card. Yeah, let's get started. As I say, that is how it will come, and this is how I store it. Okay, now this one here, I've got that many dies that I can't afford to have the full magnetic sheet. So what I do is I actually go to Bunnings, which is a local store here in Australia, and I buy this magnetic strip, and I put them down on a piece of black. Generally I use different ones to this, but because this is so wide, I needed to use it. Use the A5 protector sheet. But okay, so what we need is a base card. Now what I have done at this stage is I have oops, I'm just trying to put that together so you can see it. What I have done is I am going to use a half sheet. This is called a hammer embossed, and I don't know whether you can see it or not. I'll try and bring it up a little bit, but it's like a two-tone purple colour, and I thought the purple would actually, it would pick the purple up from this pattern paper. And then because of the person that I'm doing it for, she likes to have things a little bit, you know, out there, so I thought I would like the black sparkly glitter paper as the mat. So half a sheet, at this stage, half a sheet is what we need. I have got this sheet from here. That's the other half sheet, and that I think will be for my sentiment. So I will cut two of one of those sheets for her. Okay, so let me show you how to put this together. So on your, I'll grab my, I'll grab this so that I don't have to move it. And if you think it's going to move, just use some washi tape to stick it down. So your first piece, and this is going to be the important part, I want you to see where I'm getting it from. It is the very outer piece of your die. Okay, now that is going to be your base for your card. So on this particular one, it is this piece just here. Okay, so I'm going to run that one through the die cutting machine and bring it back out and show you. Right, so I'll pop that back down my little hidey hole here. So this piece we have now finished with. So I'll pop that one. I'm going to pop it upside down so that I know what pieces I have done. Although you won't be able to see that. No, I won't do that. I'll leave it up there. Okay, so I'll leave that over here. And here we have our base card, and you can see it's already got the scoring lines just here, and it already has cut out that circle where it needs to be. So it's a very clever die. So that's our base piece. Now we go to our matte layer, and I'm going to do that, as I said, in the black. So what we need to do is I'm going to bring this over again. So we've got that piece up there. The next piece is the next one down. Okay, so it's the larger one. You've got two pieces like this, and it's going to be the largest one. And you need to pop that down. You also need the circle, the outside circle, not the stitched circle. You need to pop that down as well. And the largest one of these two as well. Okay, so you need to pop that just there. Additionally, you do need the outside one of these two sides, and you can see how I'm laying it down here as it is going to be on the card. Okay, now hopefully that's going to stay in place and I'm not going to need some tape, but if you are concerned, please don't hesitate to use tape on top. I'll see how I go. Right, so let's hope this is cut out, because obviously this is, yep. So I'm going to pop these. You probably can't see where I'm going to do it, but I'm going to put these ones back up the top here so that I know that I've got all my pieces. And we will just take them out of here. So if I just move that to the side, you will now see there is our base. We now have a piece that will go just there. We have another piece that will go just there. We have our center one, and we also have our two little pieces that go here on the hinge part of our mechanism. Okay, so I'll pop that as it is up the top there, and then we will go to our pattern paper. Now your pattern paper, I've chosen a floral this time, and you will use the rest of the pieces that are on your die. Okay, now there's some of them we are going to be cutting twice, and I'll explain that to you again in a moment. So we go from this one. So we'll pop that down there. We have the center stitched one. We have the other larger one. And then we have these two smaller pieces just here and just there. And once again, we pop that through our die cutting machine. Okay, you might have seen while we were doing that, and I sped it up, that I got the ruler out to measure something. I just wanted to make sure that the largest piece of our die is not wider than 6 inches, so that it will go through, and it's not, so it will actually go through a standard die cutting machine. So we'll pop these ones over to one side as well, so that we know that we've got them. As I said, we will be cutting some of them again, but that's only because my decoration I wanted a little bit different. So okay, so we've got that piece, the two little pieces there. and we've got this just here. Okay, now I'm going to put that to one side at the moment, and I'm going to bring this one back in again. Oops. That's very clever, Caroline. So that will go there, that will go there, that will go there, that will go there, and that there. Now the pieces that we've just cut, we will now place them. So there's the mat, there's the layer. Okay, once again, there's the mat, there's the layer, there's the mat, and there's the layer, and there's the mat, and there's the layer, and once again, the last piece is there's the layer there. Okay, so that's how the card is going. Whoopsies, that wasn't very clever either. So that's how the card is pretty much going to look once we've got it all stuck down. Now what I do want to do, before I lose any of these pieces, I want to make sure that everything goes back and is put away. So working from the outside, the largest piece, as you can see, there's 5 strips of magnet there. I think you buy it in a big roll like this. I don't know how big it is, but it's huge. And it's about $30. And it's so, I've done all of mine. It's just such a great way of storing your dies. So I'm just going to put these away. I will need some more of them, but I'm just going to pop them away. And then you can actually see as well how I've laid it out and what I've done. And the 2 last little pieces, the mats and layers for here. There we go. And I'm just going to slot that in there. You can see it's new. I haven't even labelled it yet. So this is going to be our card. And what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to stick this down as it stands at the moment. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn it over and I'm going to look and see what I want for the other side. And I will cut some more pieces out. So bear with me. I'm going to speed up the video while I do this, just so that you don't get too bored. Okay, so there we go. There we have the card as it stands at the moment. And as you can see, all you need to do now, once you've done that, oh, I've got all the backing of that red tape, is then fold down those 2 score lines. You've got a score line there, and you make that a valley fold. And then the other one, you make a mountain fold. And there is your card just there. Now, when you fold it down, you are going to see that. So that is the card open, that is the card closed. So what I thought I would like to do is I would like to replicate what I have here and pop it there as well. So what I now need to do is I need to do 2 things, because I do need to have a a sentiment stamped onto plain card there. So what I'm going to do, and I'll speed it up while I do it, is I'll grab my dies again. I am going to need, let me have a little look here. I'm going to need the bigger one out of the black again. Then the smaller one can come out of this. Let me have a look, see how much black I've got. So I also need, where's the other one? I had it just, there it is. Yep, so I'm also going to need this, so I'm going to need this one out of the black so that it will go on there, and then the smaller one out of the pattern. That way, when it closes up, you're going to see that that pattern is going to also be there as well. And then what I'm going to do is I am going to get the largest one out of this side. Let me grab that for you. So you've got your outside one, which is this one. Okay, so that's your base. Then I want the largest one because I need it in the black, and I'll need to get some more black for this. I need it in the black there. And then what I would like to do is using this card, because I think it matches in better with the pattern paper, I'm going to use this one for that, and that is where I'm going to stamp my sentiment. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and do that, but I will be speeding up so that you can see exactly what I'm doing. Okay, so I decided to cut that bit out altogether and just show you the finished pieces. So going through them again, the largest circle that is not stitched is done with the black, done just there, and that is going to be your matte layer. I'll pop that one away again. Your matte layer for the back. Your excuse me, your stitched circle that you have here. I've cut another one of those out. Pop that away, and that is going to stick just here. And then the largest of the large part of the card, just there. Okay, I've done that in the black glitter, like so. And then this piece here is actually going to be for my sentiment, and that is the next piece down on this side here. Oops, I put that the wrong way. Okay, and then that is going to go there. So bear with me again, and I'm going to stick those down for you. Okay, now I'm not going to stick this one down just yet. It will be there before Saturday night is when I need this card. But I want to stamp it and heat emboss it first. So when we open the card up now, you can see that you're seeing the pattern on the 3 different pieces there. Okay, and it really does look beautiful. I'm going to go ahead and do some more decoration now. And what I'm going to do, and I've just realized, so be careful of this. This is a directional paper and butterflies upside down. So I will fix that somehow. I'm not quite sure how, but I'll probably cover it over with a happy birthday or something like that. But just be careful with directional paper that it is up the right way. I guess if we were to put the card that way, which we could do, it would be correct, but then it wouldn't look as nice. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with the die. I like to, when I do have dies like this for sale, I do like to do a bit of a tutorial on them to show how to make them, because sometimes I know I've got them out the packet and I've thought, oh yeah, how does that go together? And I don't always have time to sit there and fiddle it out. So yeah, let me move ahead and finish doing this, and then I will show you the final product. Thank you. Okay, so I am back. I'll go through a few things with you. There is my finished card. I'll just move these aside for the time being. I have put the 30 there. I've put happy birthday over that upside down butterfly. I've also used an acetate butterfly that I got from one of our local craft shops here, and I just fussy cut it out and popped it on there. Over the other side, you'll see that I have stamped have a fabulous birthday, and I've put 30 again. So it doesn't matter which way you see it from, you're going to get the same effect. With this one, when I did it, you could see there was nothing on there because I was going to put a sentiment there. So yeah, I'm actually pretty happy with it. It will fit into a I would say a 6x6 envelope. I'll just measure it for you. Let me have a little look. It measures just 6 inches. So if you're doing an envelope, I would do what we call a bouncy envelope and make your 6x6 envelope, but put your card in there to make sure that when you're putting your tape down. And I might actually do a bit of a tutorial on those a bit later, but just be careful. If it's a pre-bought envelope, it might be very tight to fit in, but if you're making your own envelope, you should be able to use what we call a bouncy envelope. Okay, so there it is. That is my magic, I guess it's a floating circle die. The die, as I said, is available. It's $18. It comes like that. I've obviously ripped mine apart and put it away, so it still needs to have its tag on there, but I only got it yesterday. So if anybody wants some, please go over to the Facebook page and message me on the Facebook page, or message me down below and say that you would like one. I only have 5 of them left, and I mean, I could always bring some more in, I guess, but it's up to you. If you would like one, just contact me either on the YouTube, just put a comment underneath and I will see that, or alternatively go over to our Facebook page, and I hope you're all members of our Facebook page. If you're not, please pop a request in. We would love to have you as part of our group. Thank you for joining me today. I hope you've enjoyed it. I will be, hopefully it hasn't come out too long. I haven't edited it yet, but hopefully the whole card hasn't come out to be too long. I really like that. I think that is quite a bit of a showstopper for a card. And as you can see, my girlfriend is 30, so yeah, so that's for her. The other things that I used just quickly, I used a happy birthday. I didn't use the matte and lay. I just used the main die, and that was by Paper Roses. I used these large numbers for the letters, and they are 2 inches high by roughly an inch in width. I don't know where I got those, but I did get them locally. And this is one that I just call Celebration. It was my very first stamp set that I ever bought when I did some invitations to celebrate my mother's 91st or 92nd birthday. So yeah, so that one's been there for ages, and I can't tell you the brand of it, but they're the things that I use. The acetate butterfly was cut from one of these. I just got that from our local craft store. So if you've got a laser printer, I'm sure that you could probably achieve something like that on your own as well. Thanks for joining me. I hope you've enjoyed it. Please give me a thumbs up underneath and maybe subscribe to my channel, because that really does help me. Until next time, have a great time, and I will see you soon. Bye.